Welcome back to Mountain Connections. If you're looking for something to watch, well, tonight, the new season of Black Ink Crew Chicago is premiering on VH1. This is a reality show that was filmed during COVID-19. Let's find out more.
It is time for a brand new season of Black Ink Crew Chicago. Right now, I have the opportunity to speak with Ryan, Henry, and Charmaine Walker about the unique challenges of this uncertain time, all about family and coming together as a community. This show is on for a new night starting on Monday, July 6th on VH1. Ryan and Charmaine, I appreciate you talking with us.
Thanks for having
us.
So, Charmaine, tell me more about this season and what's going on.
Well, we start off this season, both 9 Mag and Second City Inc. in business, living our lives, trying to grow as individuals. And for me personally, I was pregnant and I was preparing to go on maternity leave, and who I was going to leave my shop like in the hands of, because I was about to take a step away. And I had just hired more artists and a receptionist. So, just trying to like really be good going into my maternity leave. That's what I was focused on. But then this coronavirus hit and it just completely stopped business all around. And everybody had to go back to their respected homes. I'm in my home and, just raising my baby girl, Nola. So you'll see me go through coronavirus, being an owner of a tattoo shop, and then also being pregnant and leading up to my delivery, still with this coronavirus pandemic hanging over our heads.
Well, Charmaine, congratulations. A baby girl named Noah. I bet she's precious.
Yes, Nola, that's my girl.
So, Ryan, this was filmed during COVID-19. Tell me about some of those challenges.
Oh man, like you really, they'll get to see us up and running at full business, to starting to get the news from the governors and the mayors as everyone else was, down to the start of the actual pandemic shutting most businesses down. So, people that have been with us over the years and seeing us operate, actually having to shut down and go through things during that shutdown is this what they got coming this season.
And Ryan, obviously it's such a challenging time for everyone across the country, but what were some of the unique challenges in continuing to film a reality show during COVID-19?
I mean, like coming off of a full production and a production team, we got down to the wire of when no business was open at all. We had nowhere to go and no film crew. So we were literally filming in-house with our phones like this. So you see on national television us filming shows like this around the world.
Well, I'm impressed that you were able to continue and also very intrigued. I can't wait to see this. So, Charmaine, not only did you have to shut your business down, you also had a baby during this crisis.
Yes. It was an absolutely crazy experience. The day Trump gave one of his really just ridiculous speeches, I went into labor, my water broke, and I was honestly in the moment freaking out about the coronavirus. I was just panicking. And, just about my whole experience about going into the hospital where like coronavirus might be. So you'll see all of that on Black Ink Crew, just how I'm dealing or how I dealt with being pregnant and having a baby during this pandemic. It was absolutely insane.
I can't even imagine. And Ryan,
Oh my
you
goodness.
had some issues come up from your past. You had to face some demons. I don't want to give too much away, but how are you doing now? And tell me a little bit about that process.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, everything's a stepping stone. So, from, dealing with therapy to dealing with applying that, and then, applying those new factors to your life, that's what you have to go through. We just send the light for people to see it and relate to it.
And Charmaine, how are things going now?
Everything is good. I mean, obviously being in the house with your newborn is definitely, it's a blessing, but at the same time, you're not able to go outside and you're not able to just like have people come to your house. You're not able to get help from grandparents or friends because everybody's self quarantining. So there are times where it gets really hard. But it's a blessing at the end of the day. And this is just my journey. And I get to tell Nola all about this later when she's, older. So it's kind of cool when you look at it from, the future looking back.
And Ryan, is your shop back open? How are things going for you now?
Yeah, I mean, we just hit phase 4 in Chicago, but on the show, they're going to see us from the start of this before we hit any of the good parts. So, it's a blessing to be back in the state where we can be back around people. Just got to show how we went through it.
And Ryan, what do you hope viewers will gain after watching this series?
I'm hoping that they'll be able to gain that self-reflecting factor of, what to do when something does strike, like a pandemic, and then now you're left to fend for yourself. You're left to practice a different level of leadership. And I've had to do all of that. So, hopefully they'll be able to see what I've gone through and then take that and move forward.
And Charmaine, how can we watch? Where can we get more information?
You guys can watch every Monday night on VH1, 8/7 Central, Black Ink Crew Chicago, season 6. You guys are going to see from the beginning to the end, way before the pandemic even hit, to how we get through it and where we end up. You will see all of that this season.
Well, Ryan and Charmaine, thank you so much for talking with Park City Television. Can't wait to see this. Really impressed with how you're able to continue on and have this to show everyone.
No problem.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.